Hi, welcome back to Crimson Glass on YouTube, and this is, what is this? Alright, so this is complicated. So this is technically part 1 of writing Mad World Book 4. But Mad World Book 4 is weird. And let me kind of take you guys all back to the summer, which I started writing this book less than 6 months ago, which now seems insane to me because of everything that's happened since. And I had a plan for the book. I had a plan for where it was going to start because it was a sequel to books 1 and 2. And I had a plan for where book 3 was going to start. It was going to start in January of 2004. Jason and Elizabeth would have either just gotten married or it'd be just after the wedding. And it was going to be everything after that. And we were going to finish the Rick story. And I wrote it. And I wrote about 17 chapters. And it just wasn't coalescing. It wasn't working for me in the way that I needed it to. So I stopped about 2 weeks into July and I reset. And I wrote 8 chapters that took place between book 2 and book 3. I slapped 8 chapters on the top of it. We had skipped from November to January, and so I had to write November and December. And then I wrote those, and it went from 8 chapters, and then it went to 15 chapters, and then it ended up being 20, what did it end up being? It ended up being 23 chapters by the time I was done. I ended up adding a whole book before the timeline I set out in my original book 3. So book 3 ended up being something else, so it needed a book 4. I still had all of that 17 chapters I had for book 4, and I ended up writing, and after I'd finished adding those other extra chapters, I came back and I wrote an additional 5 or 6 to finish up the whole timeline. So when I finished on August 6th, I had all of what you guys read I had most of what you guys read in book 3 except for some additions, and I have everything that you guys haven't seen in book 4. And I had this massive 196,000. I don't even remember how long that original draft was. And I think I already kind of knew by the time I got to August 6th that we were probably going to split it. And then as I read through, and I felt like I had 2 separate narratives, and I split it. I split it into 2, and I said that I really wanted you guys to have book 4 by a certain date, but book 3 just kind of took a lot of time to edit, and it never quite came together, and book 4 kind of fell off the wayside a little bit. I said I don't know exactly when it's going on the schedule, but it'll be on the schedule. We'll have it, and I'll try to write it in the background. And then I got a job, and I haven't looked at book 4 since October 1st. Probably not even then. I haven't looked at book 4 since September. So that's the plan for the next 2 weeks. I finished Fool Me Twice, the book 1's first draft last night, and I told myself I'm not writing creatively from December 18th to December 31st. I'm not even going to be doing my holiday stories. I don't want to not do anything. So I am going to, there's stuff on Crimson, there's stuff on the site I want to do, but I also want to do some planning. So you guys have already seen the Broken Girl video that's already up. So you know that I am kicking off Discovery for Broken Girl, which I'm really excited about because that's a fresh process. That's a fresh book. That doesn't have, I have thoughts about it, but I don't really have any, I don't have anything really done for it. But for this is a weird one because, I am doing what I remember of what I wrote. It's good. And it's not that it's not good, and it's not that it's not salvageable. But what I ended up writing in book 3 means I have to change a lot of book 4. And I almost think we're going into a full Discovery Alpha Beta. And that's a scary thing to say when I know I still have I don't know, anywhere from 80 to 100K of this story already written, and I'm talking about maybe chunking a big huge portion of it. I won't know how much until I sit down and look, and I was thinking that I was constructing a beta draft, and then I went through and I did that, and I already largely have a lot of that alpha draft done, in the sense that I already did Discovery, I already know the new outline, and I was constructing a beta draft due on that outline. And when I looked at the outline I was constructing on that beta draft, I didn't see a lot of scenes that I was pulling from my actual draft. I saw a lot of similar beats. I saw a lot of things happening around the same time, but I had characters and storylines and just things that were not quite the same anymore. And I think my brain broke a little bit when I realized, I think I have to write this entire book all over again. So, and I'm just when am I going to have time for that? I was looking at my schedule and I'm just I've been promising this damage. And I decided last year to reboot it. And I was but we need to do that. So I was I'll start that soon. That was actually supposed to be the project in December. I was supposed to start Damage. And then, no, I don't know. So, okay, my plan is this weekend I am going to sit down and I am going to reread books 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to read the whole trilogy that I've already published. And I'm going to make a note of anything that I feel like I have left off the table, anything I need to be cut down. And then I'm going to take that like situation and look at the beta draft that I have already started to work on and refine it and then finish that. And so by the end of next week, I want to have a beta draft, like in the sense that I want to have the plan of it. I want to know how much am I going to be able to salvage? How much of this what am I going to be able to do with any of this? And then I'm going to let it just germinate for a minute. I'm going to try and take stock of my life, because January is about editing Fool Me Twice and Broken Girl, because Broken Girl has to be ready to go into drafting status February 1st. And it will be. And Fool Me Twice has to be ready to be published by the 16th or the 23rd of February. So like those two, like that February dates, February is locked. I can't add anything. I also don't necessarily want to shove anything off the schedule. I don't want to push Damaged off. I'm actually wondering if there is a chance, if there's a prayer, if there's a way to write book 4 in the background. And I'm like, I know what you're thinking. You're like, what? Background? You're a full-time teacher. Why do you have background? I'm like, you're not wrong. I'm thinking, so, listen, I don't know. We'll see. It's more likely that I will have the complete beta draft ready, so that when I am done the alpha draft of Broken Girl in March, April, I might just try and juggle the revision in the first draft. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll go on this journey together, because we'll go on the journey together. That's what we'll do. Okay. So that's the plan. Mad World book 4. I'm going to kind of, by the end of this year, have a plan for it and know where I'm going and know what needs to be done and give you guys a better sense on what we're looking for. So with that in mind, I hope you guys are ready to go on this journey over Christmas break with me when I start editing and when I start discovery process on 2 different books, because this is who I am as a person. I'm insane. And clearly I don't understand the concept of a vacation, except for Christmas Day, because Bridgerton is coming out. And if y'all haven't seen who's playing the Duke of Hastings, he is one. I'm going to spend a lot of time watching. It's beautiful. It's on Netflix. You should watch it December 25th. I am so excited. It's a romance novel, and Shonda's doing it, and it looks glorious, and I'm very excited because I'm on vacation. Except we're going to write. We're going to discover. We're not going to write. I promise you I'm not going to write. I promised Andrew I wouldn't write. All right. So I will see you guys next week with the next installment of whatever the hell we're doing this time. Bye.